Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, we had to do it, man. Finally. We had to do it. I had to get the guys that's usually behind the camera in front of the camera. But nevertheless, man, we hope everybody is staying warm, everybody is staying safe. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight. I'm really not gonna waste any time, though, man. We've been already sitting here kind of chit-chatting. We're a couple minutes late, but y'all know how black people do. Listen, I got none other than Mr. Joe Frost in front of the camera, man. In front of the
Oh
camera. I'm
man.
so blessed. So blessed. Finally, I get to see Joe's face. Like it's like and look, Joe tried so hard to stay off camera, it's crazy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's a damn shame, bro. And then I have Mr. CJ Bassfield. C's is what we like to call him, owner, operator,
Mm-hmm.
CEO, everything, Mr. In Depth, So we got Mr. No Label, we got Mr. In Depth, we got Mr. Armada. Man, this trifecta is crazy. Yeah, this
Good
trifecta
time.
is crazy,
Good
yo.
time.
But look,
Mm-hmm.
look, man. So first, because we've been talking about having us to sit down. How's everybody doing, man? Is everybody good?
Yeah, man.
Like,
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
black Dr.
Black and
Umar.
highly flavored.
That's black and
No, my
highly
fault. I'm
flavored.
about to say highly flavored. Like,
Hey, man, we got the
Stop
flavor
playing.
too.
Stop playing. Man.
Yo,
Best.
look, we got that flavor for your ear, huh?
long as it ain't the Diddy flavor camp, we good.
No.
Hey, that is good. Everybody staying safe. CJ, you was out today, bro. You was out, and then I saw. Hey, see,
Mm-hmm.
CJ
Bugging,
tried to break the internet today.
bugging. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
CJ,
Yeah.
CJ tried to break the internet today with the pics, though. The
Yeah,
pics in
man.
the
It was
snow.
just something real quick and impromptu. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is when you wake up with an idea
Man,
and you're like, yo, I
bro,
gotta execute.
Mhm.
man, yo, you
Mm.
had the Queen of Wakanda in the
Yeah, hey
snow
look.
today. Like, I was like, come on, son, what you doing?
Hey man, like I said, man, just blessed to be able to have people in my circle, you know what I'm saying, that help me execute. I made two phone calls, yo. And
Come on,
you know what I'm saying, the second one came through for me. The other one is coming
what's
soon.
up?
So y'all just wait for that because when we do her shoot, the internet is done.
Yeah,
That
I'm
that
telling
is
you,
done. It's crazy.
we're
it's
crashing,
done.
we're crashing. Like $2001. Like it's going
Nuts.
down.
Mm,
Hey, but look, it's a lot of stuff, man, that we want to get into tonight. And on a serious note, bro, like a lot of stuff been happening, right? And as I was trying to put some things together to kind of figure out who would be best to talk about all of these things that we had going on, I could really think of nobody else. You know what I mean? Um, because a lot of these things that have been going on, they've been local things. They've been semi-political things. You know what I mean? Like it's been a lot of stuff happening. First and foremost, I wanted us to touch on, the whole bowling alley like event in Blackstone,
mm,
right?
that
Um,
debacle.
like it didn't it seem
Debacle.
crazy, but like let's talk about it. So for the people who don't know, I'm gonna just give you a quick just breakdown of the whole thing, right? So apparently the town sold or was going to lease, whichever one it was. They were going to sell the bowling alley to someone from the Nottoway community, right?
Mhm,
The whole sale went through,
mhm.
right? Comes up after the sale that allegedly they didn't know that this man had some pretty serious charges, you know, like real charges, right? He was a registered sex offender.
Mhm.
Um, but that came out after the sale. Apparently, they didn't know about it, allegedly, throughout
Mm,
the whole sale process. It was a little funny kind of backdooring type of thing. According to a couple of people that you trusted sources that I talked to, in Blackstone, there may have been some prior knowledge of these things before, but the sale kind of went down quick, fast, kind of in a silo. And then the internet just took over, right? As of last week, they had a special hearing, and then they kind of took the sale back, kind of reneged on the purchase of everything, and he won't have it anymore. Um,
Mm.
that's like the dumb Cliff Notes version of it.
mm,
But we know the whole story. Anybody else that doesn't know or hasn't followed that story, please go click on my friend's page, Chris Page. He has a Facebook page. He breaks down everything. Shout out to Chris. He
Shout
gives
out
me
to
a lot of good
Chris.
information. Shout out to Chris. I got a story about him too later, but he gets us a lot of good information. But if y'all want to know more of the details about the story, go follow Chris Page. He's everything Blackstone right now. He'll keep you posted. But since we know about that story, how do y'all feel about it? Because I've seen both sides of it, and I've heard both sides of it. But let's talk about it for a second.
All right, so well, who Joe? Do you want to go first, or you want me to
Don't make
speak on?
let's go. See, it's
All
on
right.
you. See, let's get.
All right. So I like to look at things from both sides. You know what I'm saying? That's how I make informed decisions. Now, from a business point of view, that's a real estate transaction. There's nothing in the laws for the state of Virginia or probably the US. I'm not sure about the US, but I know for sure for the state of Virginia, preventing him from owning any real property here in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? So he can make that real estate transaction legally, and there's no issue with it. Now, as far as him stepping foot onto the premises when kids, you know what I'm saying, are present, all of that depends on what his stipulations for release were. You know what I'm saying? So even though you own this property, you might get locked up for showing up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, at first, you know what I'm saying, I was like, oh my God, a pedophile owning the bowling alley. What's next? You know, I was like everybody else, but I had to stop and think about it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? This is a real estate transaction.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean, could he fight it? He probably could if he got the right lawyer. But I'm
You
not
know,
necessarily for him owning it. I don't want him to own it. But you know what I'm saying, if we want to be real, you know what I'm saying, and apply the law like, you know, we should, it's a real estate transaction.
Okay.
and now see, that's what people don't want to really talk about. You know, a lot of people want to keep it kind of
Surface level.
anyway. Joe, how you
Very
feel
surface
about it?
level.
How you feel
I
about it,
mean,
Joe?
like I do feel very similar to Carl with it, you know, but
Mhm,
on the same exact token, I look at it like this, bro. I got kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And
mhm,
and I like, you know what I'm saying, my job is like probably like 2 minutes away from that joint. So
Yeah.
my kids will probably frequent that joint, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
So it's tough for me to sit there and think about it, you know what I'm saying? And then with
mhm.
you, my brother, you know what I'm saying, you have a daughter. So now that right there get like, you know, a whole
Yeah.
nother
Mhm,
reaction. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Especially knowing what's in that 9-page document that my wife had read to me while I was at work one day, that
Whew.
full 9-page document.
Yeah, that was a
Like
lot.
and
That was a
and
lot.
knowing the things that
It's,
that transpired to get him there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
We didn't
heavy
need to know
stuff,
all
bro.
that either. I don't know where all that came from, but we didn't. We I was good with just knowing the charges. Like
mm,
we didn't need all that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, when you go in
That was
depth,
a lot.
you see what I did there. When you go in depth and actually
Yeah.
see exactly what was transpiring, I think it said 1991 or
Mhm.
96. It was you know, mid to, you know,
mhm.
yeah, that I don't know how I feel about that. I understand the transactional piece, bro, but I know this, man. We wouldn't be going. We're going ahead and go up there down the
So
road from your house,
and
bro.
see,
We're going to Farmville.
this is too. So while we talking about this, anybody that's watching, I'm gonna challenge y'all too to drop some comments into the chat too, so we can see those. Because I would love to hear what everybody's thinking about this. Because I'm kind of mixed. Like I'm like super mixed on it, and like because I see both sides of it. You feel me?
Hey, let him get on the
Like
Xbox, Brody.
CJ, I see your side of it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I'm like, it was a business transaction. What if okay, so here are the questions, right? What if he bought this for a bigger investment, for a bigger flip? He was kind of like a silent person, like like a silent owner. I'm
We wouldn't be
buying this
Yeah.
talking about
joint
nothing.
because I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Like, but like you said, he knows the stipulations of his stuff. He can't be wherever, you feel me?
Mhm.
Um, but then I look at it from the other side and I'm like, do we punish people which for making those mistakes and you know what I mean? Kind of like never in those spaces again. Like, do I as a man hold that against you for you know what I mean? Or am I like, you know what, my kids just won't be going, but I'm not gonna judge the man.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say he can't own a business or he can't. So I kind of feel both
Mhm.
sides of it. And then the human side of it, the
Mhm.
natural human side of it, me with the daughter is like, yo, buddy don't need to be nowhere near nothing. You feel me?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But that's
Mhm.
just that, you know, like I'm also a social worker too. So I'm like,
Mhm.
you can't
Mhm.
like, so I don't know,
So
bro. It's a lot.
part of you believes in rehabilitation. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But at the same time, we don't know what steps, this man took to be rehabilitated. You know what I'm saying? What classes did he take? What counselors did he sit with? Having worked at VCBR like Joe, what I'm saying? We know that when it comes to rehabilitation of, offenders, it's a lot of steps that got to be taken.
Oh yes.
I don't think he
And
was at
can you though?
VCBR. Huh?
Can you though?
Uh,
Can he be
Because
I
my thing
rehabilitated?
is like,
I mean, because that's the bigger question. Can you be rehabilitated, bro?
Some
Like,
can, some can. In rare
but
instances, that, and that's a bigger argument because I feel like places like VCBR, that's a one stop. Once you go in there, you're
Mhm.
locked because it's up to the state to say when you're rehabilitated.
So I got a question for you then.
personally,
So I have
go
a
ahead.
question for you then. So look, bro, if we're talking about him being rehabilitated in the answers that he gave while he was in that
Crazy,
town meeting, like bro
crazy.
saying, basically saying, hey, bro, look, man, that's not true. I didn't do it. Da 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 da. Bro.
He's not rehabilitated.
So why? What conversation we having? If that's
So
the
You're
case,
you're you're exactly right. No
so
ownership.
also too, and here's what I will say, and I don't know everybody that's on that. What is the thing that voted for the joint, CJ? You probably know more. Like the people
mm,
who sold it, the people that's on the town. Is that the town
Oh,
council? Those people,
might be the board of supervisors, maybe.
the board of supervisors, whoever they are, bro. Like I
Hmm.
don't know a whole lot about it. I don't even live in Nottoway no more, so I don't really care. But I'm gonna post my opinion because all my family's there and things like that. Um, what I believe is that those people have a responsibility to limit the risk of anything happening to any of its citizens. And I think that was very negligent.
very.
Do I think that he should be able to own a business? Or do I think that he should? I believe all of those things,
Hmm.
right? But I do believe at the same time that the town is supposed to limit the risk of something happening to some of its citizens. And that was a poor choice. I do believe.
Especially when it was, I believe it was like four more offers that had hit the table before his.
And that was the thing we didn't bring up yet, was that there were more offers. I heard
Ah,
for more money. I heard there were some other things. I'm
cash
interested
on
to
the
know who those
table.
people were.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
am interested to know
cash on the
who those
table.
people were. And
Now look,
more so who those people were, let me just say this. I wonder what they look like.
now keeping it a whole stack, I would like to throw my hat in the ring because I didn't know financing was an option.
I wonder what they look like.
Look, oh boy,
Oh,
Did
you
they
about to
look
open a whole nother can of worms, brother.
did they look like me and you, or did they look like I'm just asking. I don't. I'm just throwing it out there because I'm so curious as to
This tough stuff.
how could this has happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Because look, ain't the first people, the Indian people who own the bowling alley, they got the joint taken away.
Mm.
I
mm.
mean, they kept trying to blame it on the strippers,
Yeah, them
but that was
after
a
hours
private event.
strippers.
Hey,
That,
ACs.
that was that was a
ACs,
private
you
event,
remember they reached out to us for that last ditch effort, man? And we had came with a whole
bro.
marketing joint for them.
Tried to help them because look,
Never formulated.
Listen,
my background says I can help.
bro. They were mad about those strippers. Let me tell you a couple things about them strippers, man. First of all, it was a private event,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hmm.
Second of all, they were paid really well. Thirdly, I ain't never known one stripper to hurt nobody. So they should have let that go, bro.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, no Diddy, man. I seen P Valley, bro, and some of them
Man,
strippers had pistols. They pistol whipping niggas. These niggas out here
hey,
wilding.
that's only when it get unruly. A good
When it
stripper
gets
ain't never
over,
hurt nobody. They,
man, I done seen them
nah, but it
fight
was crazy though.
backstage. It's crazy work.
It was really crazy how they tried to like make that like a personal indictment towards those individuals, and dare I say those individuals of color. Um,
Mm.
and then here we are with this whole debacle because that's what it was, bro. And like for the first time in a long time, I'm wondering. mm, Boy, I ain't even gonna say this online.
Mm.
I ain't even gonna say this.
We're
But
gonna save this for the text thread. Say that one for the
Yeah,
text
look,
thread.
yeah,
I gotta
look.
say this for the
It's a
text
couple.
thread.
It's a couple things I wanted to say that I was like, nah.
Mhm.
Let me just sit
Because
quietly. But look,
I am wondering why like people went this hard on the internet, and this is me playing devil's advocate. People went this hard on the internet
Mhm.
for this guy and like his transgressions from 20 years ago, but like
Mhm.
they didn't go this hard for, you know, some people that are in your family that
lock
do the
them
same
up.
things.
Lock
Or
'em
Lock
they
them
up.
up.
didn't go this hard for the man who, you know, whatever his name was, the crew tractor guy. Like it's to me, it's literally the same thing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Sexual
Welcome to the
assault on a
South.
woman, like, so you telling me I can have sexual assault on a woman or sexual assault from my president to a woman, or you know what I mean? Sexual assault from my congressman on this woman, or sexual assault on a man from some of these high, you know, people in power. But
No D,
again,
man.
I think that kids should be protected, just like women should be protected, just like men should be protected, just like anybody who suffers any type of, you know, sexual assault or any type of sexual misconduct from anybody. I think it's
Mhm.
egregious, you know what I mean? But we don't talk about that. Instead, we want to go after this guy. But anyway, yeah, because that other man
Now,
definitely what he get? A
I
slap
do.
on the wrist? He paid a
Uh,
fine?
no, yeah, it was a slap on the wrist. He got pretty much 30 days, with 30 days suspended. His sexual assault charge was reduced to, I think, like assault and battery or something like that. So pretty much it was swept under the rug.
Mm,
And yo, what? And didn't he pay like $157 or some shit like that?
Yeah, it
Come
was
on,
something
man.
like that.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Now,
yeah, that's
yeah.
kind of
Now,
crazy.
look, I do have a question for you, Ralph, and as random as I
Okay.
don't know what. When it comes to that bowling alley, if I put my name in the hat, you in? Because look,
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
I'm
gonna lie.
I'm
I probably had something to do with the strippers in there. So it's no way.
hey
It's no
look,
way that I can. It's not.
because now I'm gonna keep it real. For the last, I'm gonna say year or two. For the last year or two, I have been curious as to, how would I secure the funding in order to get this bowling alley, because I ran the federal bowling alley out in Fort Lee for a number of years. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Like I have that training from the government in the finances and all of that stuff. All I was gonna do was mimic what Fort Lee is doing here. You know what I'm saying? Which
mhm,
is catering to the military families and stuff like that.
mhm.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, and you're my
man.
business partner.
I know. I
They
ain't.
offered him financing, pay as you go.
Huh?
If you offer a pedophile pay as you go, can I get that? Can I look?
I talked about it. I want that gym and crew, bro.
You talking
I
about the
want
one
the
Union
gym and
Baptist
crew.
Church you stone?
Yeah, because I want to. If I get that,
Have
I
you
could.
talked to Pastor Coleman?
Nah, I've been meaning to reach out, but I haven't. But if you know a connection, that'd be great.
Bro, I was baptized there. That's a family
Yeah,
church, man.
Hey,
yeah,
Brody,
yeah.
I got a question.
Because
What
I've been
about
wanting to revitalize that joint into like a community center, like a real live. And I'll be honest with you, I'll partner with them. I don't even have to own it. I would love to own it, but I would want full control. But I mean, I don't know what the plan is, but yo, I would love to. Yeah, I will partner, but
Mhm.
I would love to own. Joe, you had a
Okay.
question?
yeah? Hey, C's, didn't my godmother reach out to you not too long ago? About was it Burkeville?
Oh, the school, they were
Yeah,
trying to get pictures and all
Good
that
night.
stuff done because they want to make it a historical designation,
that's
or go
nothing.
for a historical designation.
Yeah,
That's not anything we could
Ingleside,
do with what we're talking about right here, right? We can't.
Ingleside.
Mm-mm,
Nah, you ain't gonna get to
Okay,
school.
okay,
mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
okay. Just throwing something out there.
Yeah,
Hey,
See
that's a
what
good
stick on the
thought though.
wall.
That's
See
a
what
good
stick on
thought
the
though.
wall.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
yeah. So,
It's a
so
lot of
anyway,
great things
bro.
that's gonna happen between us three. I can see that. I'm gonna speak that now.
For
Hey,
sure, for
bro,
sure.
bro,
Hey, man,
bro.
look,
If
I
you
want to say
could,
this too, man.
huh?
Whatever endeavors that you brothers ever want to do, and I want to say this in front of everybody that's in the live, I'm down. I don't care what it is. I'm down. Like,
Hey,
don't
you
even
look,
ask. I'm
pause.
down.
You look. I'm looking at the comments, and Martha Lee said, "How you know the strippers were paid well?"
Cause this nigga paid him. It
I
was
still got
him.
I still
He got
got
the
pay
receipt.
stubs. I still got pay stubs from them strippers. As a matter of fact,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
on this
What's
date,
up,
they took this much out of my account.
You gotta wave. You gotta wave. You step over here since you got your drawers on.
oh,
Step over right here. Wave.
jeez.
Yo, what's up, little homie?
Hey, they said, "What's up?" Wave. You gotta wave, man.
What's up, homie? Little Frost.
Hey man. So
Yo.
so yeah, bro. So I guess I don't know. I guess that whole situation just grew legs, bro, and just turned into something like crazy. Be honest with you, I didn't even know they were selling it. So I'm actually glad that it you know what I mean? Like a lot of things came to light. And I did post this, and I said that if anybody was fully aware of those charges and acted under negligence, I did say that it was two things: either it's negligence or it's ignorance. Neither one are acceptable, I feel, when you're in those positions, right? Those positions are like those ones that you can't make a mistake in. You know what I mean? You can't be like, my bad, I didn't know, because it's your job to know. You know, for instance, like a pilot can't be like, my bad, you know,
Right.
something
There's no
went
margin
wrong.
for error. There's
You
no
know what I
margin for
mean?
error.
I feel like when you're in those positions to protect your towns and to kind of have governance over these people and make these decisions that are going to impact thousands and thousands of people's lives, it can't be, I didn't know. You're supposed to do your homework, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to come prepared. You're supposed to know what's, you know, and I
I
know
mean,
we know that, but I do want to say
yeah.
that for the people. Um,
Especially a public service that the county's name is connected to. You would think a simple
yeah,
background check, something that you would do for a substitute teacher, what I'm saying, would go into effect.
yeah.
I mean,
But
hell, we not background checking our president anymore, bro. So what are we talking about?
you're exactly right. If a 37-time convicted felon, what I'm saying,
34.
and
Like
sexual
you
predator.
gave him too many. You gave him too many. It's 34.
Oh, 34. It's probably a
Still
couple
too
that we
high.
don't know about. Man, you know how it is when your parents used to beat you. Be like, I'm gonna beat you and make sure I got you for
You are
everything.
absolutely correct.
Hey, look.
How
Hey,
many of
look.
them
Hey,
Jones
look.
did he do? Like what's his name? And Crew did. He smacked him on the wrist. How many of them he got? Let's figure that part out.
Hey, look. Speaking of this, though, somebody reached out to me today, and I do want to give him a major shout out, bro. Y'all know Ron Frisbee.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Ron reached out to me today, right? And he said he wanted to come on the show, on like a scheduled interview because he's running for town council. And when I asked him
Ooh.
like just why he wanted to do it, he called me and he pretty much broke it down, saying that he wanted more people like us to at least have some type of voice in the decision making. So he wants really to be an advocate for people like us, Black and brown people in these smaller communities, where it's not a lot of representation,
Yes.
and I thought that was so important, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was so powerful. Ron, for people who don't know, he's retired military, college graduate, homeowner, business
Yep.
owner. Honestly, he's done
Pillar
two
in the
tours in
community.
Iraq.
Yes.
Yes, two tours in Iraq. Um, he works with Fort Pickett, does a lot of the programming and things out there. He does a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you talk about somebody that put on for the hood, bro, and like it's from the hood,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
kind of, he's literally
Mm-hmm.
like what people should aspire to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like made it out. He did say that he was, he was fatherless. He was adopted. Like it was a lot of stuff, bro. Like the odds were stacked against him. And ever since I known him, he just been solid. You know what I mean? Like
Bro,
one
I'm
time he
telling
gave
you.
him a haircut. You know what I mean? Was
Mhm.
just kind of like there and around. You know what I mean? Oh, Chris said that he looks forward to possibly. Oh, Chris is in here.
What up, Chris?
Hey, yo, what's up, Chris? Chris, we just gave
Hey,
you a
look.
shout out too, Brody. Because you keep everybody
Mhm.
informed. Chris be on that joint, bro. I'm gonna tell
Chris
you a
for
story
the
after I
people.
finish getting on Ron. So, like Ron, again, I think Ron's a real solid guy, and when we sit down with him, I really want him to make his mark with us, so that we can endorse him as well.
Absolutely.
Because again, I like to hear, I like to see it, I like to feel it before I really endorse it. I'm not just gonna be like, yo, I'm with this guy. But ever since I've known Ron, he been solid. So as of right now,
Solid.
he is somebody that I'm like, yo, I really want to see what he's trying to do so that we
Mhm.
can endorse him.
Mhm.
Chris said that he endorses Monica for board of supervisors. I'm not sure who that is, but I
Mhm.
look forward to learning about her as well.
Now
But
look.
again, I also want to use our platform to push these local people that can make some change.
Now, one thing I want to mention about Ron that might help move the needle for, I mean, well, the needle for people that look at economics and money. Do you know how much money he's responsible for helping push into the community?
Oh man,
Every
oh
time those
man.
contracts come through, where you do that temp work out in Fort Pickett.
Yo, Ron hired like 30 brothers, bro. And again, I say brothers, but not just like black people. Ron hired like 30 people to come out there and work to wash um wash the trucks, to cook
Mhm.
the food, to do it.
Mhm.
Man, it's
Guess what?
crazy how much he
Guess
actually
what?
puts on. What?
Ron doesn't realize it, but Ron is a part of my backstory, and I just thought about it
Come on
because if
now.
it wasn't for Ron advertising those jobs out there in Fort Pickett, I would have never
Mm,
got on working in VTHP, and I would have never met Juan
mm,
Mosqueda, who put me into photography. Who
mm.
you know what I'm saying? The reason why I started the business I have
Wow.
now. Ron planted
Yo,
that
what?
seed, and he don't even know it.
Yep.
Yo, we gotta tell him that when he come on the show, bro.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
crazy. That's
Hmm.
crazy. Yo, so look, shout out Ron, bro. And again, it's Ron Frisbee. If anybody wants to follow him on Facebook or see him on Ron
Hmm.
Frisbee, solid guy. But you can also just pull up on him and just see him and
Hmm.
find him. Again, solid guy. Can't wait to get to know him. Chris is in here. Yo, so let me tell you a story about Chris real quick, and hopefully he's still listening because I want to get Chris on the show too, which we are.
Hmm.
I talked to him a little bit, and Chris is for the people, bro.
Chris for
Like,
the
and it's
people.
crazy. It's crazy, but look. Hey Joe, so you remember when all that stuff happened a minute ago with like Delphine at the school? I was about to be on Chris' ass, right?
I
But
remember.
I didn't know that Chris was, giving the real story. Like Chris was really, for the
Mhm.
people, a fair guy. But
Yeah.
when I first heard the story, I'm like, yo, who messing with Auntie? You feel me? Like,
Right. Right.
and
Right. Right.
somebody had sent me something that Chris had said, and I was like, hold on for a second, yo. Like, yo, get off Auntie back, bro. But then I had a conversation with him and we talked about it and stuff like that. Which then I started learning and following him. And like Chris is one of the biggest like advocates, bro, for like doing the right thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And really holding people accountable. Like if you say you're gonna do it, if you know what I mean? Like if you say you're gonna do it, do it. Are you following the policy? Are you
Yep.
looking out for the betterment of the county? Like, dude really does it, and I gotta give him the respect because like most people that are in his position, they like shy away sometimes from like the conversation or the conflict but he's like, nah, I want all the
Take
smoke.
it head
Like,
on. Take
clear
it
it
head
out.
on. Yeah.
And that is one of those things that I'm like, I will forever like respect him for that,
For
and
sure.
I can't wait to really have like he said, Chris, hey, love hip hop, but sexy red out of school. Can't do it, Chris. I agree with you. Can't do sexy red out of school. Um, but again, he's one of those guys that like I know him through like
Mhm.
seeing a lot of things, and I really can't wait to sit down with him just to like hear him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just love fair people, bro. Like it's no one side, it's fair. Like, what's fair,
Yep.
bro? And are you doing the right thing?
Fair is fair, bro.
So
Yeah,
Chris,
that's a
I
fact.
can't wait to get you on the show, man. I can't wait to just chop it up with you about more than just the local stuff too, because I kind of want to know like the person, like how did you become who you became? So shout out to Chris too. Um, so look, moving this show along, bro, because I mean, look, we got a lot to talk about. I do want to just highlight this national story that's been going on, man, in Minneapolis, bro. Um, again, yet another ICE shooting, bro, and I, I don't want to
Sickening.
belabor this point. I don't want to belabor this point, but I also want to get your guys' thoughts on kind of with respect to all of the people involved.
Mhm.
Like, where are we coming to, bro? Like, where are we coming to? What are we doing when it comes to like the safety of our nation. And when I say safety, not just the physical safety, but the emotional safety, the mental safety, psychological safety that's happening in our nation right now. And then what do we do about it? So with that, I'm gonna just open the floor, bro, and just get your thoughts. And I want to do this because a lot of times we don't get the space as men, as the minorities, to really just say like how we feel about what's actually going on. And we got to walk around with that. And I don't know if anybody else knows, but like that tension in your body as a black man in America when things like this are happening is like a real thing. It's like
It's a
it's
very
like you're
real thing.
spring loaded all the time. You're spring loaded and like anything can just set it off. But look, I'm gonna just say that and I probably should just put my microphone on mute so that we can just hear it.
Well, I remember hearing a phrase at one point. It said to be a black man in America is to be angry all the time. And now as I'm getting older, I'm actually starting to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I actually only learned of the second Minnesota shooting, like probably maybe 6-7 hours ago. Because I really hadn't been in tune, especially with all the snow, having to run around and do a lot of shit. So bro, this shit is sad. Really, what is this shit coming to? Really, we have to start asking questions, bro. I remember no more than maybe a month ago, CJ, you had sent in the group chat that a Somali man getting pulled off of the streets as well. Now,
Mhm.
all four of us, with the Somali man included, could be standing. Hell, we could all be all right here in this chat, and you wouldn't probably be able to pick out which one of us is the Somali guy. So when is it gonna start coming down to us too? When? That's the questions I be asking. I'm sorry, I'll be a little too pro black sometimes, but it really started making me ask these questions. When is it gonna come to us? Like, what's up? And if I'm not mistaken, the man's name was Alex Petit
I think it's like Pirelli or
Pirelli.
Alex. Shoot. Let me see if I can give you his name real
With
quick.
with all due respect to Alex, was he trying to defend somebody?
Yes, he was.
See, that's where it kind of gets weird for me because, like, man, look, my grandfather that I'm named after, Joe Whitaker Sr., that's exactly how he was killed. That's exactly how he was
Mm.
killed. He was killed trying to defend a woman, bro. Which, no disrespect to women when I say that, but he was killed trying to defend someone else. And that's where it's like, yo, I don't know, bro.
You know
I
what
got a lot of.
go ahead.
I
Go
don't know,
go
bro.
All
go ahead.
right. Are you sure you ready for me to go now?
No,
I
go,
want you
go.
to go.
I'm muting. I'm gonna mute because
Mm.
I feel like I say too much too. But go ahead, nah, because I do want to hear how
All
you feel
right.
about
And I'm gonna be candid. It's a lot of stuff that I don't say because I am a business owner and I do serve black people, white people, Mexicans, and everybody. And I don't want that kind of flack. But I'm gonna be real right now. What this administration is doing is just 100% wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're violating the rights of people. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're American citizens or not, just people, just basic rights. And then they have the nerve to say, well, we got to get them out of here. And oh, well, Obama deported way more people than Trump. Okay, so let's pause right there. Yeah, he did, but what we didn't see is people dragged out in the middle of the street, you know what I'm saying, getting pushed to the ground, kids being used as bait. Obama didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He made his moves and he did what he did, but it wasn't like that violating people. You know what I'm saying? But and then you talk about, well, Obama did more. All right, let's talk about it. So Obama did more, huh? So now you want to give him the credit? Let's do, because it sounds better. And it feels like the people on the other side, you know what I'm saying, on the right, don't see the things that's going on. And when I make these comparisons to Gestapo or Nazis or whatever, they're like, oh, that's the first thing they want to do is talk about Nazis, this, that, and the third. I'm making a comparison because of the optics, the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? Trump is running this whole thing not as a democracy, but something closer to a theocracy, or you know what I'm saying, or
A
he just wants
monarchy.
to be a king, a monarchy. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And then I think about this quote: "The border between democracy and authoritarianism is the least protected border in the world." Why you want to talk about protecting borders? And that credit goes to Ivan Krastev. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so close to being in an authoritarianism or just a monarchy. You
Mhm.
know, the way he's moving, and it kills me, bro. And I get into these debates and stuff with people on Facebook, and it's like, how are you not seeing how wrong this is?
Because that's my whole thing. I don't understand how you can't see how wrong this is. I don't get it. I don't understand.
You know,
and bro, I think I'm kind of right there. It's like something in me is like, this isn't black, white. This isn't
No, no, it's beyond that at this
Republican,
point.
Democrat. This is like good versus evil. This is like
On God,
movie level. This is like, this is
Trump
like,
is
you know what I
kingpin.
mean? Like
bro.
Iron Man
On God,
versus Thanos. This is like
say it
literally,
again.
Trump
Say
you
it
is
know what I'm
again.
saying?
kingpin. Trump is
Yeah,
kingpin from Daredevil.
in Hell's Kitchen. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, this is like good versus evil. And that's why I'm just like, for the people that kind of look at what's happening and try to justify, like, I just don't understand the justification, or like why you're standing up so hard for something or someone when like there are people's lives on the other like end of this thing. You know what
It's
I mean?
okay until it's your
Um,
family,
Mhm.
well,
basically.
and that's always the
Mhm.
case, for real, for real.
Hey,
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
Like, that's like
but yo, it
always the
go back
case.
to what
Like,
what's his name? Jay Jones. You remember him?
Mhm.
mhm.
They go back to what he said, bro, and how they tried to crucify him for that. And like, bro, you not gonna try to change nothing until it happened to you, until that's your child getting shot, until that's your brother
Yep.
getting shot, until and I ain't gonna lie to you, that was the reason why I voted for him because it's like,
Mhm.
nah, he's speaking a truth at this point.
You voted for who?
Mhm.
Trump?
No,
Jay
Jay
Jones.
Jay Jones
Oh,
with
Jay
the
Jones.
Yeah,
Oh,
Democratic,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, nah, because he
yeah.
said that,
yeah.
and I was like, nah, he's
I thought that
saying
nigga said
what
Trump.
people.
I was about to
Bro, I'm
kick
not
this
Chuck,
nigga out the
man.
Mhm.
studio.
I'm not Chuck, bro. I'm not Chuck,
Mm.
man.
I mean, and then you know when I look at this administration, bro, they're supposed to be setting examples for our kids. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to tell my
Oh,
son, hey, you should
that's facts,
strive to
man.
want to be like one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? You should want to be
Mhm.
like the president. You know, do you
Yeah.
really want to tell your daughter to find her a man like the president? You know what I'm
That's
saying? Come on.
that's insane.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we're living in an alternate reality, bro. Like, it bothers me.
Yeah, yeah,
In
yeah.
the
It feels like we're
multiverse,
living in the
bro.
818 right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, we're
this
definitely in
is
the
not
818.
this is not the 616.
No,
Earth Earth
It's kind of
32.
crazy.
the
It's
Earth 32 is right.
it's kind of crazy, man. And again, I'm not here to like rag on anything because I'm sure the job is difficult. But when you said the optics, you was like, this is how it like looks, but this is also how it feels, man.
Mhm.
Like, when I see the pictures, when I see, like, I get it, right? Because this is like the farthest extreme that I've seen in a long time, right?
Hmm.
Like, because do I believe in like safer borders and making sure that
Yes.
when people come here that they're legal,
Absolutely.
they're working,
Absolutely.
they're productive citizens, but you know, the American dream type of thing that we always, I heck yes, I want that. I don't want, right? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like they're like no immigrants, no, like, and I'm just like, that's like, this is so far extreme because I hate to say this, but this joint feels real, 1700 right now, like,
What? Do
you
it.
Bro,
know, and eventually
bro,
it's
these
gonna
are
be like none
the
of us, like,
yo, these are hardcore Christian nationalists, you know what I'm saying, that are supporting all of this
see,
and
that be the
upholding this.
problem too. They
I
be they
I
be throwing
I,
religion into this joint too, like,
I could, yeah,
you know,
let's
and
do
and, and
that.
I ain't trying to bring this up. Matter of fact, I don't give a fuck. You can feel how you want to feel. All that, I
There
ain't
you
feeling
go.
like I care. But all that Charlie Kirk uh bullshit. He was a good Christian man. He was a this, he was a that. Why people always bringing up religion to justify some dumb shit, bro? Like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, and
Bro.
and and I'm a very educated man.
Very.
5 degrees,
Hmm.
Come
right?
on with
Like,
it. Come on with it.
like I'm not gonna name them all. I don't want to, belabor anybody, but like I'm a very educated man, bro. You're not gonna throw God
Mhm,
into something and stray me off of the track to
mhm,
believe that this messaging
Mhm.
was
mhm,
to bring people together.
mhm,
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like,
mhm.
you're not gonna tell me that, oh well, if you can't look at two sides of the story, then how can you have a good debate? Bro, it's divisive. Let's cut the bullshit. A lot of the stuff that's happening right now is divisive and it's making people choose one side or the other. It's not
Mhm.
leaving an in
But
between.
this is the crazy shit that's going on. They're using religion the exact same way it was used back in the slavery days. They were
Exactly.
taking the
Yep.
word and twisting
Exactly.
it
Yep.
and applying
To
it to
fit the
make,
narrative.
whatever agenda that they were trying to push forward work out. But when we look at the scriptures, the Bible clearly tells you many, 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 many times to
Right.
support and take care of the, the foreigners, the immigrants, because our father Jesus, I don't know who they serving, but he was an immigrant himself. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mic drop. Mic drop.
Yeah.
bro,
Say
bro, you
what?
don't understand. Like, yo, look, I even debated my father about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to say, we have different political views. But I gave him basically an entire Bible study on why we should support our immigrants. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying let everybody just open the borders. No. But there's a way that you treat people. You know what I'm saying? They're man, it's terrible, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm oh man, said America hired a guy that lied on his application. That's a good. Yeah. Cause anywhere in America you lie on your application, you get fired.
Yeah,
Uh
you don't get through.
yeah. Yeah, bro. But it's kind of sickening, and I do feel bad, bro, because like I don't really see how this shit get better like over the next 2 years. He got 2 more years, right?
Is it 2 or is it 3?
My God.
28 is the next election, I do believe.
God
Mhm.
damn.
It's a long time, bro. It's a long time.
Hey, bro.
Now I'm gonna be real because I'm an independent. I'm in the
Hey,
middle. Not everything that President Trump has done is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
talk to me about it then, because I only know
Not
one
not.
thing that he did right, and that was in
Hey, look.
2008,
He said, "Talk
2018
to me about it then."
when he signed the Family First Act, which allowed kids in foster care to have some of the like natural things that they could do without supervision, like go to the
Mhm,
movie, go to a football game, go stay at their aunt's house. Like that's the only thing I know to help. And I
mhm,
don't even think he did that. I think some local person slid that into the bill. He just signed it. But you tell
mhm.
me what you think.
Hey, look. It ain't a long list, in my opinion. But it's different things that I believe in, touchy subjects that some people ain't gonna want to hear. Like the whole thing with men playing in female sports. You know
I
what I'm
don't agree.
saying? I I'm with Trump on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? She out there competing against men. It's just little
I
stuff
don't
like
think that
that.
happens
The
enough for me to
biology
really
ain't the
care
same.
about it,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it's a very, very, very small percentage. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably
Conversation
happened
wise,
once over the past 5 years. So I don't
yeah,
really
you
I mean,
you
I
don't
don't
put a
care.
lot of stock in that. You know what I'm saying? That I get that. But conversation wise, I definitely saying understand
I
that.
mean, I understand the point. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But like it don't impact me. I hate when people, for instance, and this is not you, I'm just saying in general, how they how they start caring about things that they never cared about before just to kind of
Mhm.
make themselves feel a little bit better. You know,
Yeah.
like a nigga in Blackstone arguing with me about Trump and border control. Man, you had never been affected by the border ever in
At
your life,
all.
bro. Don't
At
you ever
all.
talk to me
So
about
why are we talking
I've been,
about it?
you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Somebody with no kids saying, I don't want my daughter playing against men in sports like it happens. Like I could go sign up to play high school girls basketball
Yeah.
because I identify as a woman. That's not how that works anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh,
but they try to overgeneralize it and make it like, oh, this is
mhm.
But anyway, I'm gonna
No,
stop.
no,
I just
I'm
personally
not
don't like
sure.
her, dude.
I look
I'm
one
not
thing I do
sure.
believe.
Mhm.
Go ahead, CJ. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, I'm just wondering. Like, did he fix that whole birth certificate issue where you can put whatever you want on your birth certificate? Like, if I feel like I'm a woman, I can say I was born a woman. Did he fix that?
I don't
Because
know.
that does affect me. You know what I'm saying? Because these days you got to ask for something because you never
Yeah,
know
Respectfully,
what you're getting into.
that's a fact. That's a
You know
fact.
what I'm saying?
That's
I
a
can't
fact.
ask you for your ID because you do.
yeah. I don't, man. I don't know.
Mm.
I am. People saying check the chat. I am looking at the
Yeah.
chat. It's some
Hey
funny.
man, what up, AV? Man, what up, dog?
I
I
see him out there. What up, Joe Streaming?
yeah.
Yeah, man, little bro been trying to goddamn make me stream
Oh.
in any form of fashion
Oh,
forever.
gotcha.
But
Oh,
it's my
that's why he
dog.
said what? Oh, so he's saying like what? Joe streaming. I saw it.
Yeah,
I was like, I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, yeah, Joe streaming, bro. What up? What's that? Avery? Avrion?
Hmm.
Avery, that's my dog. That's
What
my
And
up?
dog,
Shout out
man.
Avrion. Everybody look, everybody in go give
and
Avrion a follow.
what's
Yeah,
up?
yeah,
What's
definitely,
up? And
definitely.
Martha Lee is exactly right. He had absolutely no points of how he planned to better the American people, which, you're exactly right. All he kept saying is, I have a framework of a deal or I have a framework of a plan. Bruh, put some boards on them frames, man. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, I
You always
get.
want to throw something in the trash and don't have nothing else. Like I was
Hey,
taught
but
before
look,
you
check this
quit
out
one
though.
thing, you have a replacement.
Check this out. I do want to ask this before we move on.
Mhm,
So we talking about 2028.
mhm.
And I gotta ask, are there any viable Democratic candidates? Because right now, everybody complaining about what they don't like, but I ain't seen nobody
Yes.
that's about to be like, yo, here's what I'm
Yes.
trying to do. And don't tell me Abigail Spanberg.
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna
Because
say
we
my
already know that a woman ain't
WCW
gonna be president in America.
my WCW Jasmine Crockett.
Well, we
Yep,
not.
absolutely.
That's a black woman?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Yes.
Black woman, a
Ja-
black woman, a black
Jasmine
woman would not
Crockett.
I
be president
it won't
of
the world not ready for
I'm
that, and the world
I'm
definitely not ready
telling
for
you,
her.
bro.
But
She pressure.
she had my vote though. She would have it. She for sure
I
have it.
agree with you because I don't know her like that. Abby is I understand that we have these great female leaders, but
Mhm.
bro, I'm gonna say this: if Hillary Clinton didn't win that joint
Yeah,
off of
if she
just
couldn't
pure
do it, yeah,
cachet,
cachet
now
is right.
Kamala, she got a bad deal. Joe should have been up and out of that joint early just to give Kamala the full run, right? And I'm gonna be honest, she put up a hell of a fight. She tried, but I knew
Yeah,
when she brought Meg the Stallion out there twerking on stage,
it was a wrap.
if Chris ain't like sexy red in the school, then on no way we was you
she was
know
for the people too, man. She was for
but
the people too.
Hey yo,
but but
hey
but but but
yo.
but here's my thing. It's like and somebody said men of this country would never allow women to be president. I think they will, but I think that transition needs to come after like a strong male in, you know what I mean? Like I think it has to be merged. But I
I'm
just thought
kind of
like, yo,
nervous.
we had one of the most famous military presidential wives in Hillary not get it. And then we had the black woman and Kamala didn't get it. I'm almost like, how, like, what else is it gonna take? You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, bro.
I'm
So
I'm
I'm
I'm I'm a little bit nervous, you know what I'm saying, because Trump
yo,
was the
hey yo,
answer to
hey,
Obama. So what's
hold
the
on,
answer
bro.
to a woman?
This is funny. They said, Keandra, yeah, she said that men of this country, hold on, let me start with the first one. Men of this country would never allow a woman to be president, but they call their moms to help with everything. Hey, that's a great point. I would vote
And
for a woman. I did vote for a
for
woman.
sure,
You know what
for
I mean?
sure.
But like collectively,
Mhm.
we have to. He said, yeah, but Hillary was universally hated. I agree with that. But why didn't women get behind? That's my thing, yo. And I say this all the time. I feel like if all of the women in America, like if y'all band together, we could get this woman in here. So did she not get the woman? I know she didn't get the woman vote, but like, why not? Did Kamala not get the black woman vote? Like, I don't know.
At some point, I believe when it comes to demographics, a lot of people, political alliances are, I would say, traditional. So even if it was a woman and she was saying all the right things, if you were already voting like Republican, you were gonna vote Republican regardless. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It didn't
So
know.
you saying
She won't
like
even. They weren't even listening to
women,
what she was talking about.
Kamala was a good candidate, but a black woman is at the bottom of the totem pole. I mean, I think we all agree with that. I thought she was
Yeah,
there. I also think that she got an unfair stick too. Like
she
Joe in
did.
the middle of the joint kind of backed out. Like,
Yeah,
had she had a full build up, yeah,
it'd been
probably
totally
would have been a
different.
little bit closer. I mean, cause she lost that race before 4 o'clock. The polls don't even close, and she,
Bro, I ain't
she
gonna
even
lie,
had
it
a
surprised the hell out of me, bro,
even had
because
a white husband. Yeah, she had a white husband. You know what I also thought she did? She picked the wrong vice president candidate as well. But on top of that,
The other guy
I
was too
don't think a
strong.
lot of vice presidential candidates were saying yes because I don't think they really thought she had a chance to.
See,
But
the other
yeah.
I would have went with the
the
buddy
other
out of,
guy
out of
was
Pennsylvania.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but he was entirely too strong. You know what I'm saying? He would have overshadowed
Well,
her.
and see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of them probably
Hmm.
was like, this ain't, you know what I mean?
Because I would have voted for him too.
Hmm.
Said Tim Walz
Keep it
was
a buck.
amazing. Nah, nah.
You
So
talking
what's it?
about Coach?
92% of black women voted for Tim Walz is amazing. Yeah, he a good guy, but he a goofball.
Coach.
Like, yeah, he a goofball. He was up there like a cheerleader. I didn't want him making no decisions for me either. Cause I kind of do like a manly man. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I
Man,
think men are supposed to
pause,
be
yo.
like, nah, it's no pause. It's like I think men should be men.
Hey, gangster,
Like,
gangster
like,
though,
like,
gangster,
like, like
gangster.
my man was like a cheerleader. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I tell you something Trump did that I like. Yo, when the people from overseas was messing with us, and Trump sent the man pictures of his house and his wife and kids, and was like,
Hey,
"Yo, I
That's
that's
need you to
gangster, ain't
gangster.
it?
relax."
That's gangster as fuck.
Hey, look,
Not
you
gonna
look.
hold
Yeah,
you.
like,
And
like that's like a that's
Venezuela
like
was
a
gangster too.
that's like a
Man,
yeah.
push
Venezuela.
the button.
Yo, yoke my
Hey,
man up, put him in a Nike Tech, and got him back out of here. Like I'm not gonna. I mean, again, I'm not gonna hold you. It's just like. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, somebody said, yeah,
hey,
manly
yo,
man was a pause moment. Pause, scoundrel. Pause, you right. That's a pause, but like, I come from a strong, manly household where the man is the head of the household. He is a
yeah,
manly man. Like, it's nothing. Like, I,
gangster.
I I don't have earrings. There's no earrings because there's not something that a man does. Like, we ain't. Nah, we taking out the trash. We're pumping our wives' gas. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, we're manly. Like, we got a pair of steel toe boots. We don't go out the house with our toes out. Like, again, it's like
I didn't
like
see you at the
manly man
studio in
type stuff.
slides, nigga.
You
I
don't
didn't see
never
you.
see my toes. You don't never see my toes, bro. You don't know because I'm a man. Like I'm telling you, it's
Gangster,
just
gangster.
you
I
feel me?
dig
Like it's like
it.
steel toe boots. Like y'all got boots in the truck. Like
Hey,
we
gangster,
ain't.
man. Hey, hey, look, 90% of the time you see me. Like, hey, yo, I got the steel toes on, yeah.
But
Like,
again,
I dig it.
so what we got? We said I'm trying to keep up with the chat too. He was just happy to be there. Yeah, Tim Moss was happy to be there. And again, he's a solid guy.
Yeah.
92% of black women voted for Kamala. Where?
Because
Kamala. I'm sorry, Kamala. I'm trying to tell y'all the men in women's restrooms will make the Democratic Party lose every time. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta. It's a platform. It's the platform. Yeah. So man, it's a lot of stuff that goes into it, bro. This conversation is actually pretty dope because like
yeah.
I don't really
Hey,
get to
look,
talk
I
about
don't think I ever
stuff.
told y'all, yo. Actually, one of my homies at my job, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's my dog, bro. He trans, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
he's like, yeah, like he's transitioning into a woman. Yeah, I personally I don't treat him no different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm cool with all of them.
yeah, like shit. I'm gonna talk shit to you regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna treat you no different, dog. So I mean, when it comes to like a lot of the ideology, I'm looking at people for who they are, not where they piss. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I agree.
Well, mm,
But it won't allow it in my household growing up. But I agree. I still treat people the same. But like
facts,
I was
facts.
I
raised by a
believe
manly
in
man. You don't
Oh,
you don't
gangster, gangster,
not
gangster.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I believe
that
in
ain't
everybody having their rights, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't think other people's rights should have infringe on your rights as well. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Uh,
my biggest thing is like, at what point do we start seeing people who are posers, people who are like the gentleman that wanted to own the bowling alley, who now feels like he's identifying as a woman. Now
So
he's
now
in
he
the
getting
bathroom
married.
with you. He's in the bathroom with your daughter. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
that's
Like,
when shit gets sticky.
no, it don't. That's when
I
people
just,
get bruised up. But go ahead.
you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody should have their rights, but when your rights infringe on the rights of other people, that's when it's a problem, bro.
That is a
That's
fact.
right. Do you
Like
want
I am
him
all
in your
for the
daughter's
gay and
locker
trans
room?
community. Like, a lot of my clients, you know what I'm saying, are gay and trans. And I don't mind
Mhm.
working with them at all. Shoot, I tell them, pass the word. I'll work with you. I'm not going to judge you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just little small things that, for my personal comfort and the safety of my friends and family, that I think we got to
But
address.
are these
I
people
do respect that.
okay? All right. So I'm gonna push back. How many of these people going in the bathrooms and stuff and preying on your kids though? Like,
No, not right now. I'm not really seeing that. I look forward to the future because people are crazy, bro.
I mean, I agree with that, but I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like,
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
instance, people be because I have gay friends, I have all that stuff, but people be like, yeah, like a gay man's gonna try to hit on you and all of this stuff. I'm like, bro, I done been to gay bars, man. They not out there thugging like that. And like, well, I used to go to gay bars in college because all of the niggas used to be in the regular bars, and all of the bitches used to go to the gay bars. So we was going to get the bitches. Come on, bro. I've always been a step ahead of the game. No,
Forward thinker.
I've always been ahead of the game.
Of course.
But anyway, but anyway, so so anyway,
Bro,
flip
you
back to my
wild,
story.
man.
How many of these people are like aggressively going? Like, I don't know if I don't know if those people with those identity challenges that are like out there like
Mhm.
that and trying to just make it in the world are like the ones that we should be scared of, if that makes sense.
Right.
Because I support it all, but it's like, I don't know. I do agree with like there should be some wiggle room. I do think you should
Mhm.
have to identify as what you were
Mhm.
born as and then kind of follow those things, you know what I mean? But then like I've never been in that position, so I don't know how they feel. I don't know how they
Mhm.
feel. And maybe they feel some type of way about, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what those feelings are like.
I
So
know
You
this.
know,
The
I don't
few
know, bro.
debates, the few debates I've had with my
It's
homie at
tricky.
work, man. Hey, shout out to my homie J Not Johnny. I just want to go ahead and say that. Boom, shout out to the homie.
J.
But yo,
Johnny.
I call him that's my name for him, Jay, not Johnny, because he wants to be addressed as Jay. You know what I'm saying? So I always got to tell myself he's not Johnny, he's Jay. So Jay,
look, cut
not
it out,
Johnny.
Sean.
Yeah,
Look,
Somebody,
cut it out,
oh,
Sean.
Sean just
that's crazy.
You look,
hey,
Joe, go in the other room and get your wife. Tell her stop.
Oh
Sean
shit,
just
man.
said, so this a great, and see, this was my point earlier about the
Oh,
sex offender. She said, so y'all worried about the gays doing stuff to your kids, but yeah, until it's the pastor, then everybody quiet.
hey
That
yo,
was
this
my point earlier about the sex offender in the bowling alley. Everybody loud about this guy, but your uncle done touched 3 kids in your family, and nobody's saying nothing to him.
Mm,
He's still
mm.
he's still eating dinner on Thanksgiving.
hey
What
y'all
happens
y'all
in the
want y'all
family
want me to
stays in the family.
that is
See, that's that
insane.
Medea.
Why did you
That's
Trauma.
that
say that?
Medea type shit
Why
right
did
Trauma.
you
there. See,
say that?
That's trauma.
yeah,
Big
nobody want to
time.
talk about that though. But now we want to be loud on social media about this guy. Address your brother, who because I know a couple. I know more than a couple. You feel me? So like again, yeah, don't nobody want to have those hard conversations though.
Ah, boy. Ah, boy.
Yeah,
That's tough stuff there.
according
Mm.
look, and somebody else said according to the black family, the perv uncle, yeah. Yep, should be protected. Yeah, nah, not around here. But
Oh,
I
boy.
know, I know some.
Look,
I
I'm
know
telling.
some.
I'm telling.
I know some. That's how amen. I'm just saying that's how it operates. So this has
I
been
want to
dope.
start naming names so fucking bad, bro. But
Comments. Nah, we ain't gonna name no names because I ain't really trying to beat nobody up, bro. Like I'm too pretty to be
facts,
fighting anymore.
Man,
facts.
we're
Like,
Armada.
so
You ain't got to
I'm
worry about that, bro.
Yeah, yeah. The army
yeah.
coming behind us.
You ain't got to worry about
See,
that.
sometimes I get this itch, bro. Never mind. I get this itch sometimes to like want to get physical. So nah, I gotta like stop.
Mm.
But look, let's move this conversation. Oh, I like to join this conversation. I didn't mean to join, but I'm glad I did. I like this conversation. Oh yeah, anytime, anytime, anytime.
So, hey, Ralph, peep this.
What's up?
Now, from a conservative point of view, not that I'm a conservative, but when we start making all these concessions and these laws and things like that, do you think that we're opening the door to, having to make other laws and concessions for other types of mental health issues? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ooh, good
is it a
question for
slippery
you.
slope?
Um, yes,
I
yes,
identify as a
yes,
parking meter. Now I'm outside on the corner. You have to respect me.
yes. Yes, yes.
I'm an
But
Apache helicopter.
but I think that's where we set the boundaries, and then you don't have to make certain exceptions. But yes, you do
And the
open up a
argument,
whole other thing. But I'm gonna tell
and
you.
then
But
the
I'm gonna tell you
mhm.
what will. Go ahead. Hmm?
No, I was just gonna say, and then the argument is, well, who sets the boundaries? You know what I'm saying? Is that person biased? You know what I'm saying? When they set that boundary, because they set that boundary right in front of me, now I don't get the respect that these other people on the other side do. So
Mhm.
I think that's why more people are like, just keep it the way it should be, or the way it
Yeah,
was.
to be honest
Yeah,
with you, because all the other
that's
shit
a
is just confusing. To be
that's
honest
a
with you.
great point.
Hmm.
But I mean, when you talk about mental health and you bringing in, that aspect of it, I think all of that could be eradicated if we start getting more, state funding for mental health. Personally,
Hmm.
um, but that's a whole nother layer to this, to this onion
So
because I don't,
I'm
I don't
sorry,
We
I
had to
gotta
write
peel it a
Abigail
little
a
bit
letter.
more. I'm sorry, I gotta peel it back a little bit more. So look, bro, have people who go through these, I don't want to call it like an identity crisis, like
Mhm.
like how, like what's the study on them, like as far as their mental health, like if they were already like documented in a way, like what's that, do you have a number for that or anything like that?
No, I don't have a number on it. And if I'm understanding your question correctly,
Mhm,
um, I can't speak factually to it, but I can give you like generally what I would think.
mhm,
I would think that these people who have these identity crises and are living in a world where everything is so scrutinized and
mhm.
everything is so subjective and everybody has an opinion, I would bear on the side of caution that their mental health is absolutely fucked. Like, again, I would almost say that those people who have like the real
and
problems,
and
like
that's
the
and
real
that's
identity
respectfully.
thing,
Yeah,
yeah,
respectfully.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't want
respectfully,
anybody
I
to
would think
me
that.
laughing.
Yeah,
I laughed
No,
at his
I
response.
would
yeah.
think that their mental health is going crazy every day
Yeah,
Hmm.
because
yeah.
It's not
again,
natural.
I couldn't imagine wanting to be something
Hmm.
or feel like you're something, but have to be one way, knowing that I have to protect my public image with my internal image. They have to match in order for you to be the whole person
Mhm,
that you are meant to be.
mhm.
On top of, gosh, the societal expectations that you have on a daily basis to get a job, pay bills, have a family, go to church, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
bro, having all that stuff run through your head, and then on top of that, like you're internally not who you think you are. Not, I would hate to be that, and that's why I do have a lot of empathy for those people who actually have those real problems. Like people who change genders or people who are gay, cross dress, whatever it is, right? Could you imagine? And again, a social worker, so I always have to put myself in other people's shoes every single day,
Mhm.
right? But I just the amount of pressure that one would have to feel to be good enough, just good enough, right? Knowing that you're not going to be accepted by your family, by your friends, by your president, by your whoever it may be, like that's why you see like high rates in like suicides, right? You see high rates in some of those adverse like outbursts. For instance, that other shooting that took place, right? It came because it was a group of LGBTQ individuals there that were standing up for what they believed in, that happened to be on the other side of violence, right? They're like the victims of certain hate crimes when they go places. Bro, it's so much that happens to that population that, man, when you try to throw mental health into that, man, like it's
That's
almost better for us to stay out of it because it's
Mhm,
like we don't know where to help sometimes, right?
mhm.
Because we're trying to fit you into a box that you weren't meant to be in. You know what I mean? Um, but it's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard. Which is why I do say we need more education. We need more resources around those things because there should be support groups. There should be like people for outreach, for those individuals. There should be safe practitioners and doctors for them to talk to like educate them on things. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
there needs to be more resources. Um, yeah, man. Bro, I could go on and on about it, but it's a lot I think that could be done when it comes to like the mental health of those individuals that struggle with those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I guess conversations and debates like ones like this aren't any
Yeah.
easier for them easier for them
Mhm.
Oh
either.
no, no, not at all. Not at all. Man, y'all
Hmm.
remember when Dom came on the show, right? He was
Yeah,
on
Hmm.
yeah.
Girl
Hey,
Please. And
great dude. I might add, yo, really good person,
yo,
bro.
and that was a great show. But he even spoke about like the struggles of just like I knew when he knew he was 4 or 5 years old, right? And
That's
you
insane.
know, his
That's
mom had him
insane.
in like a dress and stuff, and he was like, I'm supposed to be in basketball shorts, right? Like
Oh,
I'm not. It's
okay,
not me.
okay,
Um. So
okay.
again, really tough. But I couldn't imagine those things.
Yeah.
So but yeah, man. So that bro, this whole discussion is like mad dope. And what's crazy is like we were supposed to go on a whole nother tangent, but this is dope. So look, we're gonna close up with the next 20 minutes. I do want to because CJ, you brought it up the Abigail Spanberger. You know, she was they finally did like the transition, whatever they call it, right? Like the
Mhm.
transition of power, whatever. She's locked in now. So shout out to her. Um I've been knowing her a long time. She's always come to the county and worked with my grandparents and things like that.
Word.
Um
Hmm.
which is pretty
That's
dope.
dope.
Yeah,
That's
man.
dope as
Yeah,
That
yeah,
fuck.
is
pretty dope.
dope.
Um so yeah, man. So shout out to her. CJ, you wanted to bring up because she did. I know what she signed. How many things did she sign in? Initially, like on her first day, it was like a lot going on. But it was a couple of
Yeah,
other
it
things that
was
she wanted to bring up. So talk to us about that real quick. Kind of educate us on that real quick.
um jeez. It was, man, it was quite a list. The only things that really stood out to me were the gun control uh bills and things
Mm,
like that.
hmm.
A lot of people are up in arms about it because
Gun
hold on
control in
one
what way?
second.
Like she wants to limit the guns, or she?
Well, everybody's looking forward to an assault weapon ban, and then there's an additional identification card that you need to get now, or that you're gonna have to get in order to purchase a firearm. So, in addition to going through the regular background checks and stuff like that, like me, I have my concealed carry permit. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, just in case you need to know, even though I have that, I'm still gonna need an additional card in order to be able to purchase a firearm. I see this as being inconvenient, but if that keeps guns out of the hands of somebody with mental health issues, or just that extra layer of protection, I'm cool with it. I'm a law-abiding citizen. My assault rifle is sitting right here looking at me. You know,
Hmm.
that's just what it is. But
That man
I
Frank
see
Castle, bro.
it. I just every time there's a change of administration, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you like and a lot of stuff that you don't like.
Hmm.
Everybody's going to feel like it's going to be the end of democracy. Saying at the change of every administration, but I'm still yet to see it.
Hmm.
This is the South. Yeah, we're probably, I think we're going to have a Democratic House and Senate, so a lot of these things may pass. I don't know. I'm not seeing the gun control thing go too far. I'm just not seeing it as happening. The NRA has their hands and their money in everything and everywhere. So,
Hmm.
Yeah.
you know how money is, and I'm about to
Gotta
do
follow the
that
money.
real
Better
quick.
follow the money.
Yeah, so just following the money, I feel like it's not gonna happen.
So.
I'm gonna see in a second. Hopefully, we'll be able to have somebody that'll be able to give us a list real
Hmm.
quick of all of the different things that she's talking about. Um,
Hmm.
let's give it a couple of minutes. We'll see.
I guess my thing, especially like gun control, is always a big thing. Do we know that gun control is really gonna like stop all of the bad things from happening? Like, you know what I mean? Do you believe that like people shouldn't have guns? I believe more gun. Okay, this gonna sound crazy and a little controversial. More guns, less violence. It's gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound real crazy. But if I know that everybody's strapped up, I ain't going around
I'm
just
not
pulling
gonna
a
fuck
gun.
around and find out. You are absolutely
I'm
correct.
just,
Yeah,
I mean, again,
Like,
yeah.
you are
again,
absolutely correct.
it might be a
Hmm.
little wild, but
Yes, sir.
I'm also just I'm
Mm.
getting playing kind of
Yeah.
devil's advocate. I'm kind of just
What you're not
throwing
gonna
some
do is
things
walk into
out there.
Walmart and think you're gonna catch a couple bodies because
That's what I'm
it's
thinking.
probably about
Because
30 other
somebody
people
else
strapped.
did.
Mhm.
Hey, hold on
That
real
is a
quick,
fact.
TJ. Hold on real quick. Chris just jumped on real quick. Yeah, hold on for a second. Let me get him in here.
Oh man.
Yo, what's going
Oh
on, Chris?
boy.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey,
My
what's up,
Hey,
man?
God.
What's
listen.
up?
Yo, the
Chris pays for
conversation
the
just
people.
got a whole lot smarter. Just got a whole lot smarter, man. We
Yes,
we
sir.
Well,
appreciate
you guys are very intelligent, much more than I.
you. Hey, man, look, we appreciate it. Look, CJ was just talking about Abigail Spanberger and her with the peaceful transition of power and kind of coming into things. Do you know a lot of the things that she did initially, like on day one? Because I heard that there were like some things that she immediately kind of went and signed. I don't know all of them, but I mean, if you have anything or can shed some light on anything, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, so I know Abigail. She spent some time in Blackstone. She helped us get the fire truck. Great friend of Blackstone.
Okay.
The mayor, the town manager, and I went and saw her at the Economic Summit for International Trade last month. We had a great time. We talked to her
Hmm.
staff.
Hmm.
We actually have some projects here that are going to cost the town $9 million and cause your water bill to go up. So we're trying to stop that, and get some state funding. So, but on day one, when I looked at it, she just generally handled your normal day one stuff. You know what I mean? She stopped. Youngkin put in uh, an executive order to have police work with ICE. She reversed that, and I
Hmm.
think that's right, absolutely, because the Gestapo army's out there right now. I mean,
Thank
Facts.
you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. We're not protecting people's First and Fourth Amendment rights
Mhm.
at all, right now. So
Hmm.
Fifth Amendment
Now,
rights.
now, real quick, did she do anything to fix? And I would hate for her to catch the blame for this. A lot of Virginia wineries are at risk of closing because of something, some type of bill that that was passed during the Youngkin administration. It's
Um,
something dealing with how these farms will be registered or recognized, and it messes with the money. And I know a lot of Virginia wineries are at risk of closing
uh,
during her administration because of what he did.
I don't think there was anything day one that had to do with that, but I could bring it up to her when I see her on the fourth.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I'm
Hmm.
gonna get the information for you because I would hate for her to catch blame for that one.
Let's see
And you're
what
gonna
she.
see her on the fourth. What are you guys gonna do on the fourth?
Well, we had the Blackstone Chamber of Commerce Chamber Day at the Capitol. So the town
Oh,
manager,
okay.
Mayor Lafayette Dickens, and I, and the town
Yeah.
manager Philip Van Norbeck are going up there to see them again for the
Okay.
third time in a month to talk about this water issue.
Yeah.
When you're trying to save your citizens money, you gotta be in front of them as
You
much
gotta
as you
be
can.
persistent.
You got
Yeah.
to go up there. So we're going to be up there the fourth, and then the fifth is the Virginia Municipal League Day at the Capitol, and we're
Hmm.
going to be up there for that too. And hopefully, we'll see her then too. And we'll talk to not
Wow.
just her, but other legislators, Lee Ware, Tammy Moltz, and
Yeah.
some other Democrats in the area.
Yeah. Yeah. I've only been
Republicans.
up there one time. So well, Chris, you may know the work that I do with Shine Forth, the treatment foster care work that we do.
Right.
We have Delegate Reed, who's up there. He actually used to live on our campus and went through our foster care programs up there, which is crazy. So he always comes to our campus and talks to us and always tries to get our perspective of like things that he wants to bring up or he wants to kind of talk about so that we can start moving things in the right direction for youth that enter foster care. So it's always cool when you can go to the Capitol, man, and just see it, you know.
Yeah. We appreciate your hard work. Anything for the community, like that's
Yeah.
the chamber's trying to do great things for the community too with their events, and I'm trying to get a splash park, and right now
Yeah.
I've got a proposal out for the bowling alley to turn it into an education center for children, real world business education,
Mhm.
kind of like a CTE program. And so, that you should be hearing about that coming up. But my proposal is the county give the bowling alley to the school, and they use it as a
Mm.
real world simulation where it's ran by children in the high school, and you can still go patronize it just like normal. But the
Mhm.
kids are doing the cash handling, the management, the scheduling, the inventory. They're being graded on this. They're getting safe certifications, and we're going to turn it into
Ooh,
an education
That
center.
is. That's a
Yeah.
hell of
that's
an
good
idea.
stuff.
Absolutely. So
Wow.
that's what I'm working on right now. I pitched it to the Economic Development Committee the other night, and I think we got to get the school board on board. So that's what we're working on.
Mhm.
But Abigail, go back into your question.
Mhm.
She did some executive orders on affordability that has to deal with reducing the healthcare costs and housing costs. She asked for some reports from the Department of Education to strengthen the core instruction and review accountability systems. And she did some executive orders that created a task force to coordinate the state's response to federal economic changes, meaning that the feds are taking away all the money from the state. So how do we respond to that? So I don't think she did anything out of the realm.
Gotcha.
Um, yeah. So,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, so someone in the chat said, how about we just turn it into a bowling alley, just not ran by a sex offender?
well,
Which
it's
is a
going to
great
be a
idea.
bowling alley. It's going to be a
Mhm.
bowling alley, but my proposal is that it's going to educate children on business.
That
It's
that
going to be
to
a
kind of
bowling alley.
incorporate. Yeah, yeah.
It'll just be
And
ran by our high school students. Yeah.
and then Burkeville Elementary, who knows what they're doing in Burkeville, man. I know it was open for the shelter and things like that for the weather and stuff, but
Well,
um
I worked hard on stopping that building from getting sold. It wasn't just me. Sarah Allen, May Tucker,
mhm,
everybody up
mhm.
there with Feed More, the registrar Rodney Reynolds, you know, which by the way is a great friend of mine, and a big step for Nottoway County to have the first African American registrar, from Nottoway County too. He's born
Mhm.
here, that office has turned around greatly under his administration. But I think Burkeville is going to be what it is now. It's going to be the registrar's office, emergency shelter. It's going to hold Feed More, and I think while the courthouse is being constructed, it's going to hold county offices as well. I think
Mhm.
that's where we're
Mhm.
going to be at for right now, short term.
Mhm. Mhm. Gotcha. Gotcha. Wow. So man, hey Chris, you're like really tuned in to like everything Blackstone. Like, what are some of the challenges with that? Because I can imagine you're not like the most liked human being every day that you walk outside.
Well,
You know.
I think it depends on who you talk to. I think there's a lot of people who they like me this week, but they may not like me next week, and that's just
Mhm.
because I'm middle of the line. I'm going to tell it to you how I feel.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm going to be on your side, Ralph, and sometimes I'm not going to be on your side, and that's
Mhm.
just how it is. Blackstone is there's a look. This council has been tough on social issues, but when it comes to economic development and growing the town, this council has
Mhm.
been strong. It has invested into the community. We have workforce housing. We built
Mhm.
14 homes in my term, in this council's term, which getting people into a first time home buyer program. We're the only
Mhm.
town in the county that offers it. And we actually build the house and then we give it to you. We want to get you to stop renting homes, and
Mhm.
so that's a great program that produces growth. We were investing into the airport so we can bring more jobs. We have a high demand of unmanned aerial drone activity out there. So we need to expand the airport. That'll bring higher paying jobs. We've got JCOS Engineering now, which is a third leg of our airplane manufacturing that we have here now, which includes Wilkerson Tire, JCOS Engineering, Rice Manufacturing,
Mhm.
Tractor Supplies coming. There's other things coming. So uh,
Mhm.
we really invested into the town and in projects. We bought the Diller Crawley building. We got that through Blight. So we're going to turn that into a project. That's the whole downtown where where Brew House ends all the way down
Ah,
to Watkins Jewelers. The town owns that now, and that's going to be our next project. We got the armory up and going. We're still working on basketball and how to use it with the community. Just you know,
Mm-hmm.
again, that's a process. But the
Mm-hmm.
construction's done. The building's open. We started classes yesterday with VUU, who is doing
Right.
culinary arts. Up there.
Right.
So,
Cool.
we're doing a lot of good things, but we need a splash park. That's what I'm fighting for. We
Yeah.
really need a splash park. We need something for the kids to do. We need something that's going to bring people to town.
Yeah, yeah. Man, listen, whenever you get that armory rolling, especially with the basketball, man, I got a semi-professional basketball team that's looking for a home and looking for a place to play, to bring. Man, I got people that's played overseas. I got people that's done forgotten more basketball than I've ever played that need a home that can bring, something for people to watch, entertainment, something like, man, we've been waiting. We have a game February the 7th in Midlothian, but we're renting like gym to gym right now. And it's
Well,
like if we could have something at home, it'd be great. you know.
well, and that would be great. Ralph, come up to the town and talk to us. Come talk to Chastity, myself, and Jennifer. Let's put you on the schedule and figure it out. I think we're
Mhm,
this close of being ready to start renting the building out and getting ready to go.
mhm,
Now, I don't have
mhm,
basketball hoops yet, but the question is, are we going to put up $20,000 basketballs hoops, or are we going to put up ones that are we can roll away? I prefer to have them come down from the ceiling, but there's some challenges with the way the building's set up. So
mhm,
it's something that we are working on. Unfortunately, the council who fought hard to get the armory project approved through the voters didn't have a business plan for it. And so that's what this council's dealing with, because
mhm,
in order to secure the $5.9 million to renovate it, we had to make promises to the state to make it a training center, a college,
mhm,
And so
mhm.
we're dealing with how do we merge the two, a college and a community center together, and that's what we're working on right now.
Gotcha. Wow. Wow. Man, I think it's dope. One thing I will say, any of the because I did have somebody tell me in one of the comments I made, they were like, they're not just 100% sure of where to get the information to show up to these meetings to come talk to you guys. How does one just get that information? Because you're
Right.
saying, hey, come talk to me, or you said you had meetings y'all are having. Like, are they open to the public? Can we show up? How do I get on the agenda to talk? Kind of like, I guess my thing is like, if even if I wanted to do it and I didn't know who to contact, how would I find that out?
Absolutely. Let me give you some information here. First of all, I'm always available, and I'm going to put my phone number out here: 434-233-1753. My number is also on the town website. If you go to the town of Blackstone's website, you click on
Mm-hmm,
government, my name and phone number and address is there. Give me a call. The
mm-hmm,
town council meets every third Monday of the month. Every third Monday at 7 p.m. in our town hall at the council chambers. You can contact the clerk, Jennifer Daniel, by calling the town office, and you can get put on an email list where they'll send you notification of every meeting in
of when
advance.
it's
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
3 days in advance. So you can reach out to me. You can reach out to the clerk. If you want to get on the agenda, you can reach out to the clerk. But again, also check out our website for contact information. But the third
mm-hmm.
Monday of every month, we meet unless there's a holiday. Like this month is MLK Junior Day. So we're going to meet tomorrow, weather permitting.
ooh.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's just interesting.
Yeah.
I do know one of the things too that I said in our last sit down interview is that I wanted more people to start showing up for these things, not just complaining. Because there's a lot of people that just kind of sit around and just kind of complain and say that somebody's not doing this, somebody's not doing that, but you're kind of on your living room, you know, um, just Twitter fingers. You know what I mean? You're not really trying to make a difference. So I'm always like, why don't you back the people that are trying to make a difference versus just complaining? So that's why I do appreciate the conversations that we've had. It's been a lot of clarity. It's been a lot of like, this is what we can do. Although I don't live in the, in the county anymore, I still got a mom that lives right there on View
Mhm.
Bank. My grandparents live on West Courthouse. You know what I mean? Like my sister, like everybody's there. You know what I mean? So like I still have I coach at the high school, a strong vested interest. You know what I mean?
Well, we're not like
In
the
making
county.
sure
We're not.
that place is
We're,
better.
we're not the county. We're not going to ask you your address. We welcome all opinions. So come on down.
Mm,
You're a big part of Blackstone. You're well known. Carl, I work with Carl sometimes. Carl and I believe we're friends.
Of
Um,
course.
yeah, of course. When I call him, he answers. When he calls me, I answer. I mean, we're good people. He did
yeah,
great things with the Christmas parade for us. Um,
yeah.
but we really need folks to get involved because when council
Mm-hmm,
hears you, that's the direction they tend to go. This
mm-hmm,
council is
mm-hmm,
very reactive to the people. For instance, when we stopped about 2 years ago doing payment plans on utility bills, I was not happy
mm-hmm,
about that. I wasn't happy
mm-hmm,
about that. I knew it was going to hurt our low income constituents. So what
mm-hmm,
did I do? I called up the Democratic Party chair and I said, "Hey, can I do some robocalls?" And I put robocalls out to people. And you know how many people showed up out of the thousands of robocalls I sent out? Five.
mm-hmm,
And so, when your local government affects you the most, everybody's upset about national,
mm-hmm,
everybody's upset
mm-hmm,
about state.
Mhm.
The local government affects you the most.
Absolutely.
So
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
you have to be involved. You have to come out. You gotta say we want that splash park, or we want that park across from Taylor Bottom, or we want that Taylor Bottom block grant, which we're working on. We want that done. We need you guys to show up, be a part of the programs, be a part of the conversation.
mm-hmm,
Otherwise, council is just going to do what they think is best. And the government takes your tax money and they spend it on what they think is best. And that's why
mm-hmm,
it's important for you to come up and talk and tell them what you think is best.
mm-hmm. Yeah. I can say, man, and we are about to hit our hour and 30 mark, so we're gonna creep out of here. But we are gonna continue this conversation. But I can say that, Chris, anytime, and I'm saying it for me, and I'm sure the other two guys that work with me would say the same thing. Anytime you need us to advocate, you need us to be somewhere, you need us to like, because I mean, when you got a lot of irons in the fire, sometimes I'm like, hey, that's a good idea, but I can't be there. If you're like, hey, I need people to show up and show out for me because your presence matters, man, let us know. Let us know so that we can do it. Because I know I can call 20 people and be like, hey, I need 20 people to show up at this thing, and we're gonna get this done. It's just we
Coming in
have to make it more
droves.
of a priority.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to make it more of a priority to say this is what we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And on the
Yeah.
flip, anytime you want, and I didn't mean to take over your show, but anytime you want to
No,
have me
bro, that's
on,
what we wanted.
I owe
Yeah.
you a beer
Mhm.
because Jacksonville lost, by the way.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Hey,
You get
look,
the first one, I get the second one, because you're right. We definitely bet on that game.
We did.
we're
Hey,
gonna
but
see if we
look,
can get somebody to sell plates at the next town meeting. You know what I'm saying? We get the turnout up.
Well, I will tell you this: we are coming up into an important time for the town meetings because we're
Mhm,
coming into budget season.
Mm.
Our budget starts July 1st, but we start talking about it now.
Mhm.
mhm,
Okay, and so I have been working for 3 years to get us a splash park. We need
Mm.
something that's out of the norm for the area for the kids that are going to bring people from the region to town and
Mm.
spend money here in town and give the kids things to do.
Mm.
And I just finally, after 3 years, got it into the capital improvement program.
Mm.
But I think council needs to know, hey, we
Mm.
need to stop spending money on everything the government wants and give something back to the people.
Mm.
Right.
And who's gonna pay for it? In my Donald Trump voice. Because I also understand that in order for things to take place, sometimes an increase in taxes have to happen.
Mhm.
Well, let's talk about Blackstone's financial situation. I don't mean to make you run over on your time, but
no,
Is
let's
it gonna
go.
cut us off?
is it
No,
going to
no,
cut
no,
us?
it's not gonna cut us off. But go ahead.
Blackstone has been good stewards of your money. We have $4 million in the bank,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gaining $187,000 in interest a year on that, and we're reinvesting that interest in the town or some of it into the CD. So, what was it in the budget this year was an airport expansion, but when it was brought to us, we were like, oh, 650 grand. Okay, let's do it. We need to do it. So projects can be done that aren't in the budget. Blackstone has good money that comes in from meals tax, has lodging tax from the end of Blackstone. And Blackstone hasn't raised your taxes because we believe in generating income through economic development, something the county hasn't done. So as
Mm.
we grow, more taxes come in, more businesses, more homes, more personal property tax. So we have the reserves to build a splash park of 400 grand. And
Mm.
last year we found $1 million in our budget that we didn't even budget for, that were over expenditures. Just
You
more
found a
income,
$1 million.
just
And
more
look,
revenue, more
free
revenue than we
utilities
thought.
for a month.
Why won't I on that search party? Because I mean, just a million.
Exactly.
Man,
But what I'm saying is, $1 million more dollars in revenue
Mhm.
came in last year than what we budgeted for. We always
Right.
under budget. So the
Mhm.
money's there. The money's there.
Right.
how do we, I mean, splash parks and things like that, what I'm saying? We definitely need that for the kids because Lord knows we don't want them walking around with an idle mind, right?
Right.
But the things that affect people a whole lot more, like the utility bills constantly going up. What I'm
Mm.
saying? How do we attack things like that? I understand showing up is important, but if we show up, what do we talk about?
Well, and that's the thing. So Blackstone, believe it or not, we've eaten three Dominion utility price increases
Hmm.
over the time that I've been in office. It's my third year. I've got 1 year left. I'm running again. So those three increases, we've eaten it. We haven't passed it on to you.
Hmm.
Mm.
So our margin for profit has shrunk. And
Hmm.
so even those bills seem to be higher, it's just
Hmm.
colder temperatures or hotter temperatures. So they could be much higher. But there are other things that Dominion passes on top of their rates, which is like a fuel adjustment, and that's what's
Hmm.
killing you. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about it because the state gives them the ability to charge it. So
Hmm.
it's really we need to talk to Abigail and
Hmm.
stop letting them raise rates,
Mhm.
letting Dominion raise their rates. That's what we need to do.
Hmm.
These fuel surcharges are killing us,
Hmm.
especially with fuel prices going down. If fuel prices are going down, the fuel surcharge from Dominion shouldn't go up. But
Hmm.
Mhm.
but I don't think that Blackstone's at a point where they can say, okay, we'll reduce your rate per megawatt, because I think we're at that point where we've already eaten three raises. So
Hmm.
I'm not sure it would be profitable to continue to run a utility.
All right. And these profits that are generated off of the utility bills, what do we generally use that for? How is that allocated? Because, I'm just wondering, with us having a surplus, is that, the reason why we have a surplus? Like, can we just break even? Saying for the people and
Well,
continue to be profitable as a town?
I'm going to tell you this: your utility fund props up your general fund in Blackstone.
Hmm.
Your general fund is upside down in Blackstone. Blackstone hasn't raised your taxes since 2016. It has a
Hmm.
very low tax rate. It's 17 cents per thousand or whatnot. So it's really low. So the general fund isn't enough to cover all the expenses. So we move it over from utility. So
Gotcha.
there is some profit there. But if you look
Mm.
at it, we really have $90 million in water and sewer upgrades that need to be done. So
Mm.
we've been depreciating that for many years, but not actually putting the money aside for depreciation. So now it's like now you got 70-year-old water
Hmm.
lines running from Fort Pickett and sewer lines over
Hmm.
on Pickett Court that need to be replaced. One pop, $9 million. So what do you do? And then you've got 10 other projects like that. So I'm not sure that you know I'm not sure the answer here. My
Hmm. I
you got
appreciate the answer that you gave. The conversations and questions like this are important because when we don't have these types of conversations or ask these type of questions, we just assume, and the town and the people in charge of the town are vilified. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like I honestly didn't know why my bill was
Mhm.
always so high,
Mhm.
but I get it now.
Yeah, no, and I agree. But even though your bill is that high, those projects still need to be done. You know what I mean? So what do you
Hmm.
do? You How do you pay for $90 million over 7 years worth of
Hmm.
repairs? Not raise the
Mm.
rates, not raise the
Mm.
rates, and still prop up the
Hmm.
general fund and keep taxes low. And
Hmm.
and the way that we're finding out is through economic development. We're being able to do these projects a little bit at a time and just
Hmm.
continue to grow, which brings in more on the general fund side.
Mhm.
So
It makes sense. It makes sense. Pretty much. If we tried to break even or not profit off of the utilities, it's almost like placing a tariff. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to punish you somewhere else.
right, and a lot of people say, "Oh, my South Side bill is only $200, and that's my power bill." But Blackstone, people forget your bill is power, water, sewer, and trash. You have four,
Mhm.
so you got a $350 bill, but 125 of it's power, water, sewer. I mean, it's sewer, water, and trash. So
Mhm.
your power bill is still relatively,
Mhm.
comparable.
I would like to see something to be done for average households. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe's house, for instance. If he came up with an $1,000 electric bill, like, come on, there has to be a cap. Like, he's not using $1,000 worth of electricity, and Brother's Pizza is too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not adding up.
Yeah,
Like, there has to be a cap.
so there are some issues there. What I have found is that the home is just in disrepair. It has windows from 1950 that let air through, or
Mm,
people put their thermostat on 80 or 60. In the winter, in the summer. Um, for,
that's true.
for for you, Carl, you live just outside of town, so you're paying a
Mhm.
surcharge on power, water, and sewer. You're paying 50% more.
I didn't know that. Well,
Yes,
look at that.
yeah. So if you so
Zamir, cut that light off.
Yeah, cut that joint off
Hey,
now.
hey, in the
Cut it
chat,
off.
we need everything on.
So it may be beneficial for you to say, "Hey guys, take me into town and let me pay a little extra personal property tax because I'm going to save more that way." The
Mhm.
problem is we won't take your road in town until the road is paved by the county. So kind
The,
of
the town said we don't want it raw like that. We're gonna wait for them to finish cooking it and then we'll take it.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Because it
Nah.
would be millions of dollars to pave that road. So there's all these things that you have to think about, and but the great thing is that we're moving in the right direction. If you look at Blackstone, we're the economic hub of the county. You have good management. We're growing. Economic development's happening. Do we make mistakes? We do. Um, but we move forward. And since Mayor Lafayette Dickens has come in, this council has really come together. Whereas before we were going at each other over
Mhm.
banners, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
Shout
we're,
out,
Oh,
shout out to
and
Mr. Dickens too.
yeah,
That
Yeah,
just
man.
and to show my
Definitely. We
yeah,
spent a
support,
lot of
man.
days at his house, man.
Yeah,
look
I was about to say the same thing. We spent a lot of days over there with the kids, bro. We all grew
Yeah.
up together.
Yeah.
good
So
dude,
yeah, shout out to him.
good guy.
to show my support, I want to offer you the same thing that I offered Mayor Dickens. Whenever you get a chance, whenever you get ready, put your suit on or whatever, and come to the studio and let me upgrade your headshots, man.
Oh yeah,
You can use
appreciate
your
it. Yeah,
campaign photography or whatever, but I do want to do that for you and Mayor Dickens, especially you. I really do support you, always have. So
I I
I remember
appreciate
when you
that.
came into town, I was like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? And then, I think you had a blue car at the time. You know what I'm saying?
I still got the same blue
Yeah,
car.
during the ice
You know,
storm, because I think y'all had to sleep in your car during the ice
we
storm.
did, and somebody called the cops on us for it. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
Oh
remember.
my God, bro! I remember that. Why do
you
I feel
Yeah,
like
remember it?
I remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
this was before Chris Page was Chris Page for the people.
That is the incident.
Hey, the
That is
come
the
up is
incident
real.
that
The come
got
up is
me in the.
real.
That's the incident that got me into Nottaway County politics.
Come on now.
Yeah, yeah. That the ice storm with no shelters, having to sleep in the car, or the lady calling the cops on us. You know,
And this
John.
was that last ice storm, right? That
Yeah,
one was like
21.
2021,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
But Carl, I appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a lot of dental surgeries here in the next 10 weeks, and then after that, I'll
Mhm,
definitely would take you up on that offer. But I'd
for
like to
sure.
pay you. I'd like to pay you for it, though. I
Hey man, I like to give back. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Maybe the other people on the town council will be like, hey, maybe the town will pay for us to get our headshots. And there's my payment. Because what I'm offering now. Oh my goodness, I was not offering this 6 months ago. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the quality has increased again.
Well, your work is great. What you've done on the Christmas parade was great. We do got to work on that drone video, though. I just haven't had time. But man, you
Yeah.
guys, you guys came all out for the chamber, and you know, The chamber, which by the way, I don't know if y'all know that I'm the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce. We've been doing great things. We got 2 fireworks shows here in the county now. The Christmas parade has grown to the largest it's ever been. We're doing TV commercials, radio, newspaper. We're doing everything we can to promote Blackstone. We're taking every opportunity with drones, Carl, and just doing everything we can to get people to town. And we just love Blackstone. I mean, just me personally, I grew up in Orlando, Florida with, 30 million tourists a year, and you got to travel 2.5 hours to, total to go to work and back. And I just like the small town living, the beautiful town. It's like a hallmark, and the people have been great to me. And so I'm just trying to get back, just trying to, I'm that regular guy. I'm not a rich politician. I work 4 jobs. I live paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes I can pay my bills. Sometimes I can't, and I've got to struggle like everybody else. And I think that's why some of the systematic government doesn't like me, because I'm just a normal guy, and I know how it is to struggle,
Man of the people.
Well, I could tell you, man. I could tell you, Chris. We thank you. We thank you for it, and I thank you for it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, like we said earlier before you came on, people don't like to have those conversations that provide clarity. It's just like I said it. This is how I feel. This is how I want it. This is how it's gonna be. And like you've just been fair, bro. And I just appreciate that. And I'm really looking forward to kind of like where our relationship and partnership and all of those things go. Because I feel like some real change is gonna come from it, especially now that I'm getting more involved in it myself. It's just like an advocate, you know what I mean? But on this note, yo, we're gonna wrap this up. Chris will be back, people. Trust me. We talked about the sit down. So
hey, I would say we got to get him on the show. We're gonna get him on the show.
Yeah, I already talked to him. I want him on the show. He told me he got some stuff to take care of. He's gonna be on the show, but that probably be the day, CJ, we can get the headshots when he come in the studio. We're gonna get everything done that day. We're gonna send him through the gambit.
Hey, look, I wouldn't mind joining y'all, bro. Like this was a fun experience.
Yeah,
and I don't usually like to be on camera.
Like Joe, how we talked about like the circuit, getting on all of the shows, doing getting all of the services when you come. Like we're gonna make sure we get him all of the services when he comes.
Get him everything, man. Get him everything.
Yeah.
Well, so I appreciate you guys having me on. The community is powerful when we work together.
Absolutely, bro.
And so it's not Republican or Democrat or white or black. We're humans. We live in Blackstone. We're neighbors. And we got to do what we can to make this town prosperous for the next generation, and so other people, our children, can stay here, not move away, and love it as much as we do. So.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Appreciate you guys. I owe you that beer.
Absolutely. Well, look, fellas, it is a wrap for us tonight, man. I'm so appreciative of everybody's time. Thanks to all of the viewers that tuned in. Man, this has been great. We're gonna post this straight to YouTube. It's gonna be up. We probably clip it up. We're gonna make this thing everything we thought. Chris, thank you again. Joe, thank you. Love you. CJ, love you. Thank you. To everybody else, man. We out, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Peace.